back here at Volleyball Central. And after the FU Lady Tamaraws beat the National University Lady Bulldogs in straight sets, we get to our second game of our Wednesday doubleheader. Crucial match between Ateneo de Manila University Lady Eagles and the Adamson University Lady Falcons. The final game for the first round of eliminations for the 74th season of the Women's Volleyball Tournament. It is live, it is exclusive here, courtesy of ABS-CBN Sports on Studio 23. Boom Gonzalez together with Mosey Ravena. We're happy to have you with us. Good afternoon. Positioning is what we're talking about here when you talk about Ateneo and Adamson coming from that long Christmas break.
That's right, Boom. You know, Ateneo want to have that solo lead going to the second round, but of course Adamson would want to tie things up with Ateneo going towards the second round of this Season 7 for the UAAP.
That's right. Both teams are actually looking good coming into this match, with Ateneo running into a 3-game winning streak to get them at 5-1, just behind the still undefeated De La Salle University.
That's right. As you can see in our standings, Ateneo in solo second. But after this game, if they win, if Adamson wins this game, it will be all tied. But if Ateneo wins, it's a 2-game. There will be 2 games ahead of Adamson and UST, and that's what Ateneo wants to do.
Right. Obviously, they want to stay in step with the leaders, and they want some separation between them and Adamson and UST. Adamson, of course, coming off a match against National University last year, their final match in 2011, and they came from behind to snatch that one up. National University was ahead 2-1 in that match, and Adamson just didn't want to fold. They were very inconsistent in that game, but they found their groove in the 4th and 5th set. Sheila Pineda was just simply amazing in that match.
That's so right. And Sheila Pineda, she's not an explosive player, but she will do her job. And in fact, that 5-setter really went a long way in spite of Adamson almost looking like they're going to lose that game.
Yes.
But then again, because of experience and of Coach Minerva Pante, they were able to win it. As you can see, the scores, that 5-setter, Adamson losing the first one, winning the second one, and again losing. So down 2-1 was Adamson in the 3rd set. But finally,
the 4th
because
and 5th.
of that winning experience of Adamson was just too much.
What they did in that 4th set, they totally demolished National University 25-10. As we look at some stats here, Mosey.
That's right. Look at the spikes of Adamson. 12 more for Adamson. And in the blocking department, it was NU with the taller players. But eto, yung bonus serves, 11 aces for Adamson. NU connecting only with 5, and your opponent's errors almost evened out. And again, Adamson winning that one in the latter portion of that game.
Painful loss for National University, coupled with their loss again today against FU, which brings them to 1-5, as we talking about National University. But our spotlight, of course, is on Adamson University, and it's always a joy to listen to what Coach Dulce Pante has to say. She had this interview with our very own Bea Coronel.
Okay, so Mommy Dulce, it was a very challenging game going up against NU in your previous game. So ano po yung ginawa niyo in your last 2 sets na eventually nanalo kayo?
Kasi ang inano namin, the same routine, yung practice namin, tsaka yung program namin, inano namin. Tsaka alam ko na malakas na rin ang NU, pero that is anybody's game, kaya dapat maunahan namin sila.
Okay, then going up against Ateneo today, so it's very important that you come up with the win for the second round. So what are your plans po today?
Actually, wala naman kaming plano eh. Basta ang pinaka-ano lang namin, talunin namin sila para patas lang yung laban. Kasi, as I said a while before, it is anybody's game. Unahan lang yan. Kung maganda ang gising nila, maganda rin ang gising namin.
Alam mo, Gaganyan-ganyan lang yan. Kala mo walang plano, pero maraming plano yan. Hindi lang niya pinamimigay si Coach Dulce.
Alam mo, si Coach Dulce is a very situational
Correct.
coach. Yung parang kinokorek niya as the game goes.
Yes.
Kasi tama nga naman, it's very situational. Yung adjustments will be made during the game.
Especially in a match coming from a long break. But speaking of which, Adamson University only took a break 24-25 and the 30th and 31st.
Yep.
So they were training all throughout this Christmas break. We'll see how they go against Ateneo today, who is coming into this match armed with a 3-game winning streak. The only match, obviously, they lost was against the defending champions. That's why they are 5-1. They are coming off that match against FEU. Much talked about showdown between Ateneo and FEU. But I think so far, Mosey, this was a match that I saw Ateneo in their most focused state as they got rid of FEU in 4 sets.
That's right. FEU was able to win it on the 3rd set, but as you said, Ateneo really made sure they took the 4th set and finished off that game. And tama ka na, in that game, Ateneo really looked like a mature team. And as you can see the scores in that game, Ateneo winning the 1st and the 2nd, falling on the 3rd, and after that winning the 4th to take home that game.
I say that they looked focused because there was so much talk coming into that match. So they stepped up to the plate and took the challenge. And as you can see, they lorded it over FEU, especially in the offense. I remember that match, Mosey, prior to that game, they were saying that they concentrated a lot on offense. They wanted to outgun FEU, and that's what they did.
Yes, fully loaded was Ateneo on that game. 21 more spikes for Ateneo against FEU. And they really won that against FEU, tama ka, with offense.
Yes. And obviously, that doesn't mean they did not defend, but they were clicking in that match against FEU. It would be interesting to see if they are in condition coming into their first match of 2012. So let's find out from Coach Roger Gorayev, who had this interview with Victor Lopez.
I'm with Coach Roger Gorayev of the Ateneo Lady Eagles. Coach, tanong lang, di ba naka 3-game winning streak na po kayo? Saan mo ma-attribute yung sunod-sunod yung panalo?
Kasi basically, no, yung goal namin ngayong tournament na to, no, to go to the finals, no. Yung mga nakaraang may mga nakaraang kaming mga laro na medyo hindi ganun ka fluid yung movements namin, no. So pinapolish namin. Saka isa pa, yung girls talaga is talagang eager na talaga to go to the finals this conference.
So, that being said, ano ma-expect natin in today's game? Especially since alam namin lahat na gusto niya ng momentum coming into the second round, di ba?
We will play all out. Medyo matagal yung break, ano. Nag-practice din naman kami. And we are really hungry for winning this game kasi magiging maganda yung standing namin sa first round.
Eye on the prize, as they say, for the girls and Coach Roger Gorayev. And if you want to be in the finals, Mosey, in any sport, even with a good team standing as they have at 5-1, you want to make sure dun sa mga panalo nyo, meron pa rin kayong kinokorekan. Yun ang sinabi niya.
Most definitely. It's another round, so another 8 games na naman yan for the girls. So a lot of learning still if you are looking at the final.
That's right. And they're a step closer here today. We end the first round of eliminations with Coach Roger Gorayev's girls, the Ateneo de Manila University Lady Eagles against Coach Dulce Pantes girls, the Adamson University Lady Falcons. That's coming up next, live here on Studio 23.